Hello, and welcome to the podcast, episode 17, where today we're going to be discussing the Tesla Cybertruck. The Tesla Cybertruck is something that has been in anticipation for, I believe, almost 4 years. Something tells me that's going to be a recurring factor with Tesla. Oh, wait, it already is. Remember the Tesla Roadster 2.0? Yeah. They announced that like 6 years ago, and it's still not out. Anyway, the Tesla Cybertruck is Tesla's brand new truck. It is a truck. Believe it or not, it is a truck. It really doesn't look like one, but believe it or not, it is. And if you haven't seen pictures of it yet, which I'm sure you have, it's been in, as I've said, in anticipation for 4 years now. It what distinguishes it from all the other trucks is it is triangular shaped, and Elon Musk says that his inspiration for the Cybertruck was the DeLorean, which is a complete lie. Um, and sure, I mean, it's got the same paint scheme, maybe, which is no paint. And it looks like a wedge, kind of. But one is a mid engined travesty that is a car, and one is a travesty that happens to have a lot of storage. Now, I've already complained about electric cars in episode 1, so instead of complaining about electricity in general, I will talk about, just the Cybertruck. Now, within a day, Tesla released, I believe, 4 or 5 videos the day that the Cybertruck came out. One of which was just called the Cybertruck, where it was just a video of it pretty much just driving around. Another was the pulling capacity, and they made a video on the Cybertruck pulling one of those tractor pulling trailers where it gets heavier as it goes along. And another, I'll have to look into the last one, but the last one that I remember right now, I'll remember it in the podcast within just a few seconds later, I'm sure. But the one that I remember right now is it drag racing a Porsche. Now, the interesting thing about that video is that it was actually fake. So I believe another person put a Porsche, the exact same Porsche, up against a Cybertruck, and the Cybertruck lost. Which I found kind of interesting because, I mean, you would think that Elon would immediately begin to realize that other people were going to put, a Porsche against a Cybertruck. So, you would think that, he would actually use a car that was slower than the Cybertruck. And, during these multitude of videos, Tesla has kind of been really mean toward a lot of other car companies, such as Porsche, as well as Ford. Multiple times they have made videos of. Sorry, someone's calling me. For real this time. This isn't like the misinformation video. Someone is actually calling me. I'll be right back. All right. Without it, I've been through the call. It was important government work that I am definitely affiliated with. Anyway, what was I saying? Right. Yeah, Tesla has been kind of mean toward a lot of car companies. They've used a Ford F-150 Lightning multiple times in their videos, where, say the Ford F-150 has run out of battery by the side of the road, and they need the guy with the Cybertruck to come help them. And they also released a video where apparently you can power your house with the Cybertruck, but I can only guess that that's going to drain the battery, and you're going to have to wait all day for that thing to charge up again. So, yeah, I mean, you may as well just power your house using the electricity that you already have. I mean, your electricity bill is going to be the same, if not more. So the whole like cyber home thing is a bit of um, baloney. Now, over the years, I've seen a lot of memes talking about how the Cybertruck is something. It looks like something that a person would draw in third grade when they got their hands on a triangle ruler. And I've also seen, and this is really ironic, but I've also seen pictures of a Cybertruck on the back of a diesel tow truck. So, I guess internal combustion works out anyway. And it also had an atrocious windshield wiper, and it was a single windshield wiper. And instead of being parallel, horizontally parallel, it was vertically parallel to the windshield, and it was like 3 inches thick, and it was just the most. It almost looked like it was interrupting the truck. Like that is how horrible it looked. And also, along with the Cybertruck, they also released the Cyberquad. Just kidding, it's not out yet. I genuinely do believe that the only reason why Tesla is one of the most profitable car manufacturers in the world is because of how much anticipation their fans are gaining. It's just they're they're giving their fan base a sneak peek. Oh yeah, look what we can do. We're not going to do it, but look what we can do. And then their fans just start throwing money at them. Now, I believe, I could be wrong about this, but I believe um, when they showed the Cybertruck, not released it, but when they showed the Cybertruck, they said that it was going to be somewhere around $35,000, which is pretty good. I mean, for something that supposedly comes is more powerful than a Super Duty Ford F-150, King Ranch, that's pretty good. But then inflation happened. 4 years happened, and now it's like $44,000, which is still a lot less than a King Ranch, but I mean that's nearly $10,000 more than they were initially asking. Now, another feature about the Cybertruck is that if someone asked me what I thought about the Tesla Cybertruck's interior, I would say, "What interior?" It doesn't really have a very uh, the interior is very spacious, and that's why I feel like it almost looks like it's just not there. Like it's got a steering wheel and a flat screen TV and some cup holders in the shape of hexagons, and yeah, that's about it. It also has apparently it has seats in it, but I never actually saw them. So, I'm taking that for granted, the whole seat thing. Just kidding. It has seats, of course it does. But I'm serious about like the whole interior thing. Like the dashboard, it's like maybe 3/4 of a foot long, and the steering wheel, it looks like the Tesla Model the plaid steering wheel if it were actually properly a wheel. But it's really not a wheel. It's a rectangle. Surprise, surprise. I mean, there's Tesla being Tesla again. And then they fitted it with their signature 27-inch computer. Now I haven't actually seen one in person. I've only seen them on the web. And I suspect they're all in California and Florida and high cost areas like that. Oh, this is pretty funny. So this is the splash screen text for the Tesla Cyber. Oops. Sorry, I'm holding a bottle cap. I really shouldn't be, but I'm holding a bottle cap as I record this episode, and I keep dropping it. But anyway, that's going to conflict with the audio. Listen. But anyway, the splash screen on the Tesla website. If you go on, I'm on DuckDuckGo right now, but it's pretty much Google. Cybertruck is a new electric truck from Tesla that offers towing capacity, payload range, performance, and technology features. That doesn't even make sense. Like, I get it's splash screen, but that doesn't even make any sense. And I can order one now. Yes! I always love to order things. 340 miles, that's like okay. 11,000 pounds towing capacity, 2.5 seconds is the 0 to 60. No paint, no chips. Shatter resistant. Yeah, that was that was proven to be true, wasn't it? Like 2 years ago. And oh yeah, look, there's a video of it towing a jet engine. Um, and that's a video of it. Ooh, look at all that dirt going into that bed. Disgusting. That is a brand new truck, and they're putting all that dirt into it. Tesla would never. They would never ever like. That's the thing about Tesla is that like they would never ever like do anything actually like that. They would never put dirty dirt inside of their clean truck. Oh, this is also pretty funny. So the roof on the Cybertruck is made out of glass. So obviously you can't if you put a roof rack on it, you can't really put a roof rack on it because well, it's made out of glass and it's going to chip or scrape or something. So what Tesla has done in this picture, they've put the roof rack partially on the bed and partially on the glass. So I guess you're just going to have to put some kind of towel beneath whatever you're putting if you can actually fit a towel uh below below all the ladders and pipes that you're going to be putting on this thing. Now, the crash test, it was horrible. Really, it was horrible because the Cybertruck has the hood length of a Dodge Caravan. There's very little protecting you, especially with that 3/4 foot dashboard, and as well as the Cybertruck has rear steering, which allows for more maneuverability. Yeah, in that crash test, the rear steering went cross-eyed. It literally snapped forward. And when you have, and it was not a minor cross-eye. I mean, it was a full. I mean, it looked like it was maybe somewhere in between 22.5 and 45 degrees. I mean, it was bad. So, I mean, let's say you have a crash that was, 50 50%, 50 miles an hour less than the highway safety patrol crashed the Cybertruck. I mean, it seems as if the same thing is going to happen. I mean, you're going to have a lot of snap from just a little fender bender. Now, because Elon Musk is 9 years old in a 50-year-old costume, the Cybertruck has something called bioweapon defense mode. Because Elon Musk actually he has the knowledge of when the end of the world is coming. Apparently, yeah, but it has something called bioweapon defense mode, and it has what that means is it has a built-in hospital-grade HEPA filter that helps provide protection from 99.97% of airborne particles. Now, my question is, what about the 0.3%? No, seriously, like what about the 0.3%? Cuz like that 0.3%, like it's going to kill me. Your truck is not up to standard, my friend. Test, test, test. Okay, I'm gonna have to. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to switch audio recorders in the next episode, maybe, because it's doing that thing again where the audio pickup is not working properly. But anyway, yeah, bioweapon defense mode, not up to standards, Elon Musk. No, but jokes aside, bioweapon defense mode, it's pretty impressive. I'll admit it's actually kind of impressive. But the 0.3% of toxic chemicals that is going to kill me. I'm not extremely safe in the Cybertruck, and I'm definitely I'm le- I'm less safe in a crash than I am against chemicals. Uh, he spent too much money on technology and not as much on well, safety. physical safety and not lung safety. But anyway, light up your world. Oh yeah, the Cybertruck it looks sleek. I mean, it's not streamlined, but it almost looks Aztec, and it's not pretty, but it's sleek. And they've managed to do this thing on the roof where it is like a light bar, but it kind of blends in with the roof, and it's really smooth. And to be honest, I kind of like it. And yeah, and they've also given the Cybertruck a tent, which is something I believe Pontiac did when they released the Aztec. And what happened to that company? Oh, that's right. It went out of business. Yeah, right. But anyway, yeah, the Cybertruck has a tent that you can fit in the back, and I just want to say that I have slept in the back of a truck, and it was not comfortable. Not to mention the fact that the Cybertruck has bed lining, which is going to be like sleeping on rocks, but it's rocks in a sequential pattern. Now, Tesla has taken notes from Honda and their Ridgeline, and they've fitted it with a storage compartment inside the bed. Now, a lot of people get made fun of, especially people with Honda Ridgelines. And something tells me men are gonna be even they're gonna be made fun of even more with the Cybertruck, not only because it's not a diesel or it's electric, and also because they're living in the lap of luxury while they're towing 2 pounds. Because let's be honest here, what what sane person, that's a farmer, that is a farmer and has to tow 11,000 pounds, which is the towing capacity for the Cybertruck. They have to tow 11,000 pounds pretty much every day. Are they going to buy this? Or are they going to stick to their tractor that they've been using for 20 years? They're probably going to stick to the tractor because as of now, there's no proof that the Cybertruck, there's no solid evidence that is not from the company, because the company, let's be honest, it's kind of biased. There's no, solid evidence that is not from the company that a farmer has had a good experience with a Cybertruck because no farmer has had enough time to be able to experience the Cybertruck as a farm vehicle, and probably no one ever will. Now, I'm still on their website, and I've noticed something. They're showing two videos of them throwing things at the Cybertruck. They're throwing a lot of things at the metal, which I believe is aluminum, and they're throwing a lot of things at the glass. One thing that they're not showing, though, is them shooting an arrow at it, which they were quite proud of, which I found kind of weird because it did actually put dents into the Cybertruck. But they haven't shown the video on the website because I guess that's where they think a lot of people are going to be looking at their product. But in my eyes, it's probably going to be on YouTube where the video is shown. But even if, they somehow try to delete that video off of YouTube, there are still going to be multiple, videos of that video. There are going to be multiple re-uploads. And while there weren't any holes in the Cybertruck, in my opinion, it's not very good business to show your truck getting your vehicle or anything getting shot at and it taking damage. I mean, sure, while a normal aluminum truck probably will have holes in it, the Cybertruck still, it had damage. It took damage. Now, as of now, Tesla's lineup consists of one, two, three, four, 5 cars. And that's not a lot. They have the Model S, the Model 3, the Model X, the Model Y, and the Cybertruck. Now, the Model Y is a vehicle that came out in 2018, which was a long time ago. And yeah, this now let's not forget this is for the commercial market. They also do have the Tesla Semi, which isn't out yet. I don't think, at least. And oh, now here's my question. I'm on their tesla.com/semi, or at least I believe that's the URL. 20 seconds to reach 60 miles an hour. It's a semi, dude. Why do I want to like know the 0 to 60 time? Something that's also kind of funny, the license plate on the video that they're showing for the Tesla Semi is a California plate. 500 miles of range. It's actually kind of good. It's a beast, they say. Is it? Oh, I'm getting off topic. This is about the Cybertruck. But anyway, that's pretty much it. This episode is kind of long, but yeah, the Cybertruck. In short, no. Whatever question you have, probably not. Unless you're asking me if it is going to succeed extremely well. Yes, yes. Because the Cybertruck has been in anticipation for too long, it's going to be an extremely successful product because of how many uh what's a way to put this nicely? Um how many how many not very smart people pre-ordered one. They pre-ordered one when it was not very done. It was not finished. They pre-ordered one e- even after they even after Tesla, showed the metal ball being thrown at the the side glass and the glass shattering twice. And now I'm sure a lot of those people are feeling really stupid, probably, because of, all these articles and videos on the internet, saying that the Cybertruck is not a very good vehicle, and it probably never will be. Um, and I don't really see a lot of room for improvement, mainly because of the design of the Cybertruck. They've tried to keep it as spacious and as um, not imaginative as possible. So, with that, I think that is all I have to say. Have a good day, and see if you can do better with a circular ruler